Friday Night Baseball on the show, and we come your way from the Motor City of Detroit, Michigan. Ought to be a good one here between the New York Mets and the Detroit Tigers. It's Tigers baseball, and it's coming up next. Matt Boyd gets the ball for the Tigers in this one. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, not a big strikeout pitcher here on the mound, so expect to see a lot of balls put in play, defense being very involved. Should be fun to watch.
Set to go now as Curtis Granderson is into the box to get this one underway.
For the Mets, center fielder, Curtis Granderson.
And a swing and a miss, so a first pitch strike as we're underway here this evening. Eric, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, they have certainly had it going lately. Winners of 8 in a row.
Yeah, and when you're on a streak like this, as you said, 8 games now, it starts being really fun to come to the ballpark. The clubhouse is loose, the guys are positive. They want to keep this thing going as long as they can.
Off-speed pitch, and this one runs in and nearly gets him here. Starting to cool down a bit, but still 84 degrees as we start play tonight. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Glove by Cabrera, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game.
Left fielder, number 60.
Number 60 stands in. Liner towards second. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Batting third,
Neil Walker gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Into the windup and the pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
That's just a great spot for the fastball against a hitter like this. Just off the plate enough to make him offer, but not good enough that he can do anything with it.
And set up behind the dish is Eric Summersgill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Well, I think Summersgill is pretty well liked as an umpire, but if he gets any gruff, it seems like it's often coming from right-handed batters on pitches they don't think they can reach. I'm curious if we'll see any of that in this one.
Hit high and deep toward the corner and right. On the move is Martinez, and that'll slice just foul at the last moment. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Logan Verrett gets the starting nod for the Mets. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's got a 1-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio. It's not ideal. Probably would like to have a few more strikeouts. We'll see how it works out in this one.
That's by him for strike 1. Hit well on the ground to first. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make the play for the first out.
batting second, center fielder,
Striding into the box, Tyler Collins. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
That first pitch is going to be key all night long. If he gets ahead early with the fastball, that's when he can get tough to figure out, especially with the arsenal that he has.
Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
batting third, first baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
Miguel Cabrera gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame. Here comes the first pitch. Hit down the line at first. Flores is there. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tigers. After one, no score. Jay Bruce will stand in for the first time now. 24 home runs to his credit so far this year.
Bruce.
First offering on its way. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Martinez moves over. Makes the play, one away. Into the box now, Wilmer Flores, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Skied into straightaway right. Martinez has it in his tracks. He's got it, and there are two down now. Travis d'Arnaud into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Slapped hard the opposite way, but there to take it is Cabrera, and with that, the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. Victor Martinez will stand in now, just a few ticks shy of the 300 mark for the season.
Well, I think it's amazing that his numbers are still this good, because coming off of the past month where he posted dreadful numbers at the plate, he hit down near the Mendoza line.
Tap fouled at home plate. And Victor able to lay off that one, and the count moves to 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race. J.D. Martinez will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen. First pitch of the at-bat. And a high strike there, 0-1.
And, you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch, 2 away. Nick Castellanos will stand in, and as you take a look at the splits there, he's actually a better hitter against right-handed pitching this season. First delivery to him on the way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. Swing and a miss for strike one.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Kelly Johnson will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the third inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
Out in front of it, strike one. And he falls behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting 8.
Rene Rivera will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Oh, I'll tell you, no hitter wants to go through a streak like this. Already the numbers don't look very good, and now he's hitless in his last 10.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
I think he was trying to get that slider in on his hands, but I don't think he meant for it to get in that far. I think he just released it a little too late.
Throw gets him, 2 down. Number 15 will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
The windup and the 0-1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Yeah, that's a 2-out hit here in the 3rd inning. Maybe just a little something to get this guy out of his early comfort zone and put him into the stretch.
First pitch on its way. Swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. And that's a base hit, 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
The batter, number 60.
Comes forward trying to cash in on this 2-out rally as he's got a couple of men in scoring position with 2 away.
And what a turn of events right here. 2 quick outs, but they didn't give up on this inning at all, and now they've got a great chance to put up a crooked number.
On to first, and the Mets are going to come up empty here. Justin Upton will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Hit hard up the middle. And the Tigers are into the hit column now. That's their first hit of the contest. Jared Saltalamacchia will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Squared that one up just a little late. Ready on 1-2. And that's going to be high. 2-2 now. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning. Runners going. Hit hard towards center. In there, a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single. Ian Kinsler will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game. Settling in now, Tyler Collins. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. A runner on first with 2 away. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Leading off the inning, Neil Walker, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Line toward the alley in left center. And they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through. Stepping in, Jay Bruce. He flew out in his last at-bat. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1.
0-1 again, and he's at 100% on first pitch strikes, now in the middle innings of this one. No wonder he's pitched so well.
turned on down the line. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Now the 0-2 pitch. Ripped down the first base line. To Iglesias for 1 on to first, and as Ernie may have said, it's 2 for the price of 1 for the Tigers. 2 away. Wilmer Flores is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at bat. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Here it comes, 0-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Oh, and he misses it. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double.
Yeah, a little surprising here. That was not an easy chance moving toward the line, but it shouldn't have been anything that he can't handle. He just lets the ball go right past him.
Travis d'Arnaud will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. Now the 0-1. Chopped foul right at home plate. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Miguel Cabrera is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Good cut that time by Cabrera, but he couldn't come up with it. It's 0-2.
Yeah, that pitch is still up a little bit, but at least this one was out on a corner. But I don't think I'd want to be making a living up there too much.
Liner toward right center, and this inning starts with a solid base hit. Victor Martinez in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. And looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. This is hit the other way out toward left field. And he will make the catch while ranging backward as he just put the glove up and hauled it in for the first out.
Get out of here.
J.D. Martinez is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. Nick Castellanos comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. And tough fastball to lay off on 1 and 2, but he did, and it's 2 and 2 now. Down the third baseline. Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this. Justin Upton gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. Hot shot on the ground is short, and that's through into left, a base hit. And now third base coach Dave Clark's giving him the come on around third. The run scores from second, and not in time as the second run scores. So a man at third here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in Jared Saltalamacchia. And this one's down off the shoe tops, 1-0. And a strike to even the count, 1-1. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, that's in it.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Leading off the inning, Kelly Johnson, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
He pulls this one into right, and that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
The batter, number 44.
Digging in now, Rene Rivera. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Fooled him a bit as this is hit high in the air towards right center and shallow. Martinez has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Number 15.
Number 15 steps into the box. Here's the first pitch to him. Bouncer down the line. Castellanos over to his left. In time to first, and there are two away. Back to the top of the order now. And standing in now is the dangerous center fielder, Curtis Granderson. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Swinging a hard hit ball down the line in right. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Number 60 will dig in for the third time now. He started the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Not the kind of night you're dreaming of when this game started. Let's see if he changes his approach here.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's now a 3-2 contest. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Neil Walker.
So striding in, Neil Walker, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Trying to hold the lead. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Shot back up the middle. And this will be a base hit as the runner will come in to score from third. And we are tied at 3 apiece.
The right fielder, number 19.
Jay Bruce steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. He's set. Here it comes. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count, 0-1. Line towards center field. And that'll get down for a base hit. Long throw to third. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away. Wilmer Flores will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Fly ball heading for the alley. And this is down for extra bases, and with 2 out, this might get them both home. In to score is the runner from third. And not in time as the second run scores.
Now batting.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And this is off the glove of Saltalamacchia as it gets away. Throw goes to third. The tag, and he is out at third. And with that, the very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead. Jose Iglesias will step forward now to lead things off. And after that last half inning, his guys are going to have some work to do.
Yeah, those 5-run innings are tough to bounce back from, but there's still time. They don't need to panic. They just need to focus on getting a few guys on base here.
And there's the first strike, 2-1.
Yeah, you don't see 2-0 changeups too often, but if you know a good hitter is going to be sitting fastball, don't give him what he wants.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. After it is Granderson. He can't get there as it falls in. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. Sends that one out of play for strike one. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Here's a pop-up now. Behind the plate, but room for Darno. And reined in, one away. Tyler Collins will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
The 1-2 pitch. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game. Miguel Cabrera will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that... Alex Wilson will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound. Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. Line to the right side. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. Around first, on his way to second now. Around second. He'll try for third. And he is in there.
Up next for the Mets,
Kelly Johnson steps in, working on a 1 for 2 game so far. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Comes set with the 0-1. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Collins is under it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. And he's just going to try to draw an airmailed throw as he heads back to third now with 1 away in the inning. Rene Rivera will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. Number 15 will be the batter. 1 for 2 thus far. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Into the seats, 0-1. Men on third with 2 down. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. Mets strand 1, and it remains 5-3. Victor Martinez will stride in here to get the Tigers started in their half of the 6th.
designated hitter.
Fastball's too high here, 1-0. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. On the ground to the left side. Reined in. Throw in the dirt, but a good job of staying with it that time as he's retired.
The right fielder, number
J.D.
20,
Martinez will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the second inning.
Bases are empty, one man out. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame.
Nick Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos now, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away. It seems like we've seen a lot of guys late on the fastball tonight.
And he's not throwing all that hard either. But when he throws it off the other pitches, that's where it makes it a little more difficult.
Drilled on the ground to short. Backhanded. And a low throw, but he's able to look this one right into the old breadbasket as he hangs on to end the inning. As we go to break, another look at a throw nicely handled at first. Back for more from Detroit after this. Curtis Granderson is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
And this is fouled back and out of play. High and deep to straightaway right. Back goes Martinez, still ranging back. Gone! A solo home run for Curtis Granderson. Number 18 for him on the campaign, and it's now 6-3.
Boy, he is filling up the stat sheet, that's for sure. 2 doubles earlier in the ballgame, and now this. It's been a one-man wrecking crew so far.
The batter, number 60.
Standing in now, number 60, as he'll swing at the first pitch and send one on the ground to first. And he'll take this to the bag, 3 unassisted for the first out.
Now batting, second baseman,
Neil Walker digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this is going to be a foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Hard hit ball to second, and this is knocked down over there. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
The right fielder, number 19.
Shane Green will come on and pitch here with 1 gone in the top of the 7th.
Now pitching for the Tigers,
Jay Bruce steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Swing and a liner. Foul. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Hit sharply toward the right side. And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon. And they've got the runner trapped in a hot box between 2nd and 3rd now. And he is out, retreating to 2nd as they slap the tag on him.
Now batting.
Now to the plate, Wilmer Flores. And he'll be looking to add on to his 2 RBIs from earlier. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Collins has a beat on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over.
Ladies and gentlemen,
but the Mets are able to tack on one thanks to the solo homer. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the Mets 6 and the Tigers 3. Leading off the inning, Justin Upton, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Here in this inning.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. Oh, good spot. On the black for strike 2.
And if you get him to look at strike 1, why not go back to that same pitch in the same part of the strike zone, and they catch him looking again.
And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
And here's that sequence once again right here on Showtrack. Now, normally this is a guy that you might want to nibble with, but he was all business here in this at-bat. Each one of these pitches finds the strike zone, and they're able to set him down quickly to lead off the inning.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And Saltalamacchia swings right through that one as he's in the hole now, down 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game. Jose Iglesias stands in, looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. And he misses again, 2-0. And with 2 away here, this is not the time to lose the strike zone.
Especially not to a number 9 hitter. The last thing you want to do is turn this lineup over and give these guys a shot to make something out of this inning after all.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Ian
Kinsler will stand in here. He's 0 for 2 with a sacrifice to this point. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him. Tyler Collins will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
And here's another one that misses to the Tiger right fielder as he moves ahead 2-1 now. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And you know he doesn't want to follow up that hit by pitch with a walk to the next guy. So if I'm hitting, I'm sitting dead red fastball on 3-1.
And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. Miguel Cabrera gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. That's popped up out towards short right field. And here's Flores to make the catch, and the side is retired. Tigers get just the 1. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Mets lead this one 6-4. Travis d'Arnaud comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th. First pitch coming. Here it is. This is line to left. And there's a base hit, so a chance to add a little insurance here as the leadoff man is on to start the 8th.
Man, these guys have been aggressive here early in the count. And some people think, oh, you might want to take a pitch to start in that bat. And sometimes that's great, and it works out for a lot of people. But what you should be thinking is, I got to swing at strikes, and I got to get my pitch. And if it happens to come on the first pitch, let it rip.
Collins sprinting after it. He's got it one away. Rene Rivera will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Hit the other way out toward right field. Martinez has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Number 15 steps in now. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Hard hit ball to second. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
Yeah, and you know, he just couldn't put him away here with 2 strikes. He goes for the fastball, hoping to get out of the inning, but this is hit pretty hard, and now he's got a second man on base to deal with, 2 away.
He waits, now the pitch. Ripped on the ground to first. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove. Throws there, and he is out on a beautiful throw as he just came up firing that time.
On the money.
2 left for the Mets. They're up 6-4. Victor Martinez will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense. Wow, just a jam sandwich right there, and all he's holding is about half of his bat. Those look like the kind of bats I used to swing with.
Well, now here comes the Mets manager, Terry Collins, on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. Down the first base line. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out. J.D. Martinez ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Yeah, he was out front right there, probably guessing fastball. But now 0-2, you can't be guessing anymore. You got to find something in the strike zone and put it in play.
And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit. Nick Castellanos will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ballgame. Cameron Maybin will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
Sent on the ground out to second. Walker has it, and 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Tigers leave 1. Score remains steady at 6-4. We're set for what's left of this one from Detroit as we welcome you back to Major League Baseball on the show. Cameron Maben will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field. Justin Wilson come on now to start the ninth inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the ninth. Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one foul off to the right side. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. But he knows he's got no chance at first, so we'll see how they score that. Most likely an infield single.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Neil Walker. He'll look to keep it going, 3 for 4 so far in the ballgame. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? On to first, and it's in time to get Walker as well. It's a double play.
To the number 19, Jay Bruce.
Ready now, Jay Bruce. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Now a ball hit fouled off to the right side, and that just about got the first base coach. Set to deliver the 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Mets go down quickly. They still lead it 6-4. Striding in to start the ninth, Jared Saltalamacchia, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Catcher, number 39.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
And after 3 strikeouts already, you can bet he's going to be pressing up there at the plate, trying to make something happen. And that just might make things worse.
The shortstop, number 1.
Jose Iglesias stands in as he looks at a called strike. Reed sets. Here it is on 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single. The throw into second, and he'll get in there safely.
And now as a pitcher, you have to remind yourself that runner out there, he means absolutely nothing. You're up by 2, so if he scores, hey, no big deal. You just can't let anyone else get on.
And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Up top, it's 2-0. And he watches this one in there for a high strike. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Hit in the air out to right. Bruce is there, 2 down. Tyler Collins makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Taken called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate, but could not cash in.
Well, he had to work 2 full innings to get it done, so he might be a little more sore.